I am expecting an active trade deadline this year, just with all the injuries teams are getting and the kind of great amount of parity we've seen. There's not really one team that's played like 5 amazing games through 5 weeks or six if you're the Giants or Eagles after last night that feels great about where they are. And even the teams that have had poor starts feel like they could still be in it. For example, the Bengals have looked awful the past few weeks, but they really are still in an NFC North AFC North race that is pretty close because no one's really run away with it. I know Pittsburgh's in first place, but they've been, kind of propped up by some positive turnover margins and really not the most consistent offense and other things. So maybe acquiring Joe Flacco reignites their offense. I don't know that it will, but it's worth a gamble. He's a guy who's known to kind of play a Jameis Winston style of football. He'll throw the ball downfield, give you kind of high opportunities in those one-on-one situations with your great receiving core. Maybe it unlocks something for Cincy. And they don't need to be great. They just need to maybe win 9 games and they can win this division. So I like that they're acquiring him there. And I think it's a good move for Cleveland just to kind of slightly increase what they have in terms of draft picks because that's going to be how they build from here going forwards. The Chargers and Ravens are kind of reacting to some early issues they've had. Baltimore just has a ton of injuries at safety. They acquire Aloy Gilman, who's been kind of a very consistent, like, coverage-free safety type and should fill in there for the issues they've had on the back end. The Chargers need more pass rush talent, especially after the Khalil Mack injury and Tuli Tuipulotu having some up and down inconsistent performances, although he has played well at times as well. They get themselves Odafe Oweh coming off of a 10 sack season in Baltimore last year. Hopefully a change of location for him will make him a more consistent player because he's also been a kind of up and down guy. I could see Gilman and Oweh really helping both of these defenses. And finally, like the ultimate trade of just like having guys switch who they play for and seeing if they play better, even though Tyson Campbell and Greg Newsome really have had good careers at this point. They're both solid starting corners, but they have greater potential, perhaps. Tyson Campbell, more of your outside kind of super athletic, freaky, long, can run really fast corner who hopefully can lock down your number one guy and play a mix of man and zone. Should help out a Cleveland team who has Denzel Ward and then maybe can kind of, do a little more with their coverage types and, mix up the fact they have two guys they like on the outside. Newsome's a guy who has a lot of versatility. He can play inside, he can play outside. He's a good tackler, has the ability to kind of play with his change of direction, and he can be physical, more of a, steady vet type presence player, although he is a younger guy and has some developmental skills. Jacksonville's got a lot of versatile corners, so kind of fitting him in that room will make them move guys around a lot and maybe get Travis Hunter some more snaps on defense. Regardless, I'm figuring that we're going to see a lot of trades this year, especially before the deadline, and could be more than you'll ever see. We'll see. I really think this is a prime atmosphere in the NFL for a ton of deadline trades.